Alright, the 45-degree elbow. This curve tube, we'll have to use a sweep. Once we create this arc, this 4.88 radius, it stops at a 45, goes all the way through the base, we can come back and use that sketch. We need a profile and a path. My suggestion is to make the outer diameter first, create the flange here on the top, then create the smaller inner diameter, 1.62, turn this sketch back on so you don't have to recreate it, and then do a swept cut to remove the material. Circular pattern, you could circular pattern these 4 holes due to the fact that it's on a square. You could sketch fillets instead of adding fillets, especially for this 0.56 around the base. Using your slot tool to create these 4 equally spaced slots. Once you create one, circular pattern. Material, machine it. Casting fillets are 0.12. So I'm referencing this slot. This sketch. I can turn a sketch on and reuse it. So not only did I do it to create the outside cylinder, I also use it to create the inside bore. Follows the same curve. Once we're done, turn the sketch off, and we'll have a 45-degree angled elbow. It's parts in inches. First off, let's start with some base material. Center rectangle and a center rectangle. If I keep this aligned, I have to add less dimensions. So 3.75 is the outside square, and then the inner is 2.62. It's locked in. All the construction lines are black. I can't add another dimension here. It's already driven. So that is how you want to align them. Being that they are on a square, if I set one circle at a diameter of 0.38, yes, I can make them all equal, but I can also use circular pattern. This is the feature that I want to pattern around the center and 4 times. You could sketch fillets to knock these corners off, but I'm going to opt to use my solid fillet tool. Don't sketch too many fillets. And this base material is a 1/2 inch thick. You want to put those fillets on now? No problem. I'm not going to interfere with anything else we're doing. Alright, so I need a plane down the middle. By using the center rectangle, I have created a plane that runs down the middle. Yes, I can add a midplane, but I want to sketch on this plane. So right now it's just layout, the radius, the 45-degree angle. So let's set them first. The radius is 4.88 at a 45-degree angle. Draw an arc, draw a circle. I'm going to draw the circle because it will snap, and I'm going to trim off what I don't want. I only want to leave this arc. You want to set a dimension here so it doesn't move. But I'm going to just trim everything else off. This will be what is known as my path sketch. I have a center point. Again, since I use that center rectangle, I have the origin that I can reference. So the inner diameter is given, 1.62, but then the wall thickness is 0.38. So plus 0.38 plus another 0.38. The wall thickness takes place on both sides. I am now going to sweep this. I have a profile sketch and I have a path sketch, which is what you need in order to sweep. It will ask me for that. My profile is the first selection. My path is the second. I don't want to cut it. I want to join it. Perpendicular ends makes the stops. It is the default. And I'm going to make the flange on the top. This is a complete circle. I have an outer diameter and an inner diameter that controls the slots. So the outer diameter is 388. The inner diameter is 338. And your slot tool is pretty convenient here. And the width of the slot is 0.38. So instead of setting that up again, I'm going to circular pattern. I don't need the whole slot. I only need these three components, the two verticals and the radius at this center point, and it happens 4 times. Extrude. You are adding this material in a negative direction, and make sure you pick the center. You're going to leave yourself a gap. You'll find out when you go to add the fillets. Make sure that you are adding the center section as well. So I don't want to cut. I want to join -1/2 inch. And I just said you want to join and now we have it joined. So I do want to reference that path sketch again. I'm just going to open up my sketches and I'm going to find it and turn it on. I need a profile sketch. I could go from the bottom or the top, and I'm going to set that inside diameter at 162. Now I have a profile and I'm referencing the old path, so I don't have to regenerate that. And this is a sweep function. Sweep. Profile. Path. It's cutting all the way through, but hide that sketch. You can hide it in the browser. I can right click on it and I should be able to hide. Alright, just hide it in the browser. So we've already rounded these corners off. Now all we have are some casting fillets. If I do this body, it will make the fillet here at the top and the bottom all at once. Let's do them all at once. This body, and then all of these edges. And since we have already added the fillet along the bottom, or the base material, it will run all the way around. And those fillets are 0.12. Material, cast iron, and machine surfaces. Machining surfaces, make sure you go back and double check yourself, well, as you always should. But inside of each one of these slots is machined, and you can't move around the whole lot in terms of zooming in and rotating. So just get what you can from a single view, then just come back and I'm not holding in shift, holding in cap locks. Get what you can at one time. Adjust your orientation so you don't miss any. Or just one at a time. Missing, no, right there. Alright, so there's the ones at the top. The bottom, the base is machined and all the holes are machined. There are no fillets around that bottom edge. There you have it. running a sweep, and running a swept cut, all based off of the same path sketch.